Welcome to our live stream here on TikTok and YouTube. Thank you so much to everyone out there for joining us because today we have an exciting topic that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the 5 top tools that you need to have to get your lawn going this spring. And we have all 5 tools here ready to talk about. Now, you can see I'm sort of surrounded by tools you can see here. We're going to go through all the 5 tools we've got here. Our look at to get your lawn going. So if you have any questions, if you're hanging out with us here on the live stream, if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on TikTok, feel free to say hi. Feel free to send in those comments. We love hearing from you. Feel free as well to give us those likes on TikTok. Tap that screen, send those likes in. We appreciate those likes from everyone out there. Not to mention, too, folks, if you are watching and you have any questions, you can drop in those questions down in the chat on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoy this content. Not to mention, too, go ahead and hit that subscribe button or that follow button. If you're on YouTube, check out the Go With Joe channel. Subscribe to that channel right there. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and follow us here at SnowJoeCo. Alrighty, now what we're going to get into here is we're going to be talking about the sort of top 5 tools that everyone out there needs for their lawn. And boy, do we have the tools for you. Not to mention right now, site-wide at snowjoe.com, we have a 30% off mega sale going on. So this is the time to take a look at these tools because of that incredible value. Now, let me walk you through sort of the rough design of what we're going to be going through here in terms of the different tools we're going to be talking about. We're going to start off talking about dethatching our lawns. It's a topic that is definitely for the season right here and the first step to getting a gorgeous lawn this spring and summer. Then we're going to move on to talking about, of course, cutting that lawn, trimming that lawn, and then to cleaning that lawn up before you come back at it and hit it with the water. So we've got everything covered when it comes to the regrowth of the lawn and, of course, the maintenance and, of course, the chopping and the cutting down of that lawn to that nice perfect height there. So we're going to start off here talking about the first tool that gets us those results when it comes to our lawn. And this is one that I think a lot of folks out there, they either know about a little bit or they don't really know about it all, but it's one of those secret weapon tools that really gives you that upgraded look to your lawn. It is a Dethatcher. Now, what I've got right here is our AJ801E, our absolute beast of a 12-inch wide, or sorry, 13-inch wide Dethatcher here with a 12 amp electric motor. So what this does is it rips out this material, which we call thatch in the lawn. What the thatch is, in those grass roots there, you're going to have, dead roots, old bits of, dead material. They get caught into sort of a mesh net that end up in that sort of lawn level right there. And what I really love about this machine here is it helps remove that material because that material blocks the water from getting down into the root system of your grass. And it does it in 2 very important ways. One is we have a raking cylinder that allows it to rip up that material that's not quite deep into the grass surface there. And then we've also got our scarifying cylinder right here, which is going to do that deep work. What you can see here is that this is a hefty bucket of blades right here. You can see big heavy blades here. What this does in the bottom of this machine here, it spins around and it's going to rip out that netting or that meshing of that sort of gray and brown material that's preventing the water from getting to the root system of your grass. Now this happens of course across the winter here. As the winter comes through, you're going to get a lot of roots dying. What ends up is they compress together, particularly if you have a lot of snow. The weight of that snow compresses that down and lays that matted material down over sort of the root, the soil area of your grass, preventing water from getting deep in there. And you want that water to go deep. You want that water to enrich the roots of your soil there. So here's what we have here to help get rid of it. The Scarifier here not only will help rip up some of that thatch, but anything that's matted below the surface of the soil there is going to get ripped out, and it's going to leave these troughs from these blades that you can see right here. These blades are going to make that nice row of cuts right there into the grass. And with the troughs that you get from those blades, you can see they're nice, evenly spaced there. You're going to get that nice, perfect area for 2 important things. One, it's going to give the water a place to go when it goes down into the ground. And 2, it's going to give you these lines, which are going to be perfect for reseeding, because now if you put that grass seed in, it's got a physical place to nestle in and a physical place that holds more water for those grass seeds to get that nutrition. So really great to have the scarifying blade here. But the other system that you have in here is, of course, that raking cylinder. So you see under here, what we have is a cylinder in here that has these spring raking tines. You see these little metal tines here, and these are spring tines here. So they're not going to break. They're actually designed to spring out, up against the ground there as it's picking up material. And so they sort of claw down to the grass there, and they launch material into the collection bag that we have back here. So we have a nice 10-gallon collection bag that you see right on the back of the unit right over here, and it's going to throw material back there. So anything that isn't sort of push down into the root system, the grass there, that's going to really help out. So what I like to do is I like to do a light pass with the Scarifying Cylinder there, and then do a heavier pass with it. And we can talk about what a light and heavy is. And then what I will go back and do is I'll take the Raking Cylinder and I'll get anything that's left up on the top surface there. And that way, when I do that sort of at the beginning of the season, I've really gotten all that thatch, all that sort of dead grass and other material there out of the way. And that's really what you're looking to do with this machine here, is you're looking to get rid of that material that's blocking your lawn from really getting that beautiful growth going. Now, here's what's so great about this. Of course, one thing we don't have to worry about is we don't have to worry about the gas or anything like that. We just plug this in, we pull that trigger, we have plenty of power to get out there to roll around and get that yard cleaned up here. And we've got easy control when it comes to this unit as well. So if you see right here, we have what we call our 5-position height selector here. This little handle here, you push that in and you can adjust this all the way down to about 10 millimeters below the surface of your soil and all the way up to about parallel with the soil, or of course all the way up to 10 millimeters above. And then we've got 0.5 millimeters in between here. So we've got a half, so we've got that 5 millimeter in between stop there on either side. So we get that nice in between for everything. So what I like to do is get down into the soil there with that amazing scarifying blade and rip up all that material out of the dirt there to give us that scarifying action, and then let that material actually stay on the grass there. In fact, a lot of times I won't use the collection bag depending on the size of the lawn there. I'll save the collection bag for later. I'll sort of do that in the second pass or the third pass when I come back with the raking tines. Putting Greens here in the chat. Great to see you there. Saying I see the Dethatcher. Awesome. Appreciate the likes as well. Really do. Definitely send in more of those likes if for everyone out there who's enjoying this. But Putting Greens, yes, this is our AJ801E, our beast of a Dethatcher right there. Definitely, I see you agreeing. Yeah, the collection bag does get set off to the side. Yeah, I like to put the collection bag to the side for a couple of different reasons. Depending on the size of the lawn, depending on how you're doing stuff, a lot of us like to mulch those clippings directly back into the lawn with a lawnmower. That's something that I really like being able to do. But the other thing about the collection bag there is that I really like to use it just for the collecting aspect of things. So I'll go back over with the raking cylinder just to shove all that material that I've kicked up on the lawn into that collection bag so that I can collect it. And I like to keep that for my my compost as well as for my mulching needs there for the garden. So that's really what I'm holding off for with this machine, and that's something that I like. It's pretty easy to take the collection bag on and off there. All you have to do is lift up the cap right over here, and you can grab that from the back there, and you can see right there that's a really nice setup that you have there to easily remove that, and of course to pour this out very easy as well. Now I see Putting Greens as well saying if you've never dethatched before, you'll be amazed. You could fill up 13 lawn-sized trash bags. You're absolutely right. You can get a lot of thatch, particularly in the first dethatching of the season. If you're removing a ton of thatch after the winter, you're going to get a lot of thatch buildup most likely. And that's why a lot of us in the springtime, we see a lot of that brown matter on our yards there. And it's hard to get, it's hard to get out there. A lot of times people end up raking it by hand. And that's the traditional way to do it by hand, but it's so frustrating. And that's why a system like this is so much easier to grab. The power that you have here with this machine, the capability that you have with this. And of course, remember right now, mega sale on snowjoe.com, 30% off right now for this amazing Thatcher, the AJ801E. So I'm telling you, this is a great way to really take care of that lawn and, of course, give you that upgraded look to your lawn so that you have that gorgeous, gorgeous new growth. So you have that beautiful way to get that lawn looking nice and green and lush. And, of course, that beautiful color there that you're going to get from that water being able to properly penetrate into the soil, and that grass you're going to be actually getting that proper capability to germinate properly. So definitely love this Dethatcher right here. To me, this is a #1 tool that I think a lot of folks out there don't quite know to have for their yards. This is the tool to have, though. Definitely check it out down on our website. That's right, snowjoe.com. You can check out snowjoe.com and you can take a look at this amazing Dethatcher over there, the AJ801E. Now, we're going to pull this off to the side right here because we do have a couple more tools here. We're talking about the top 5 tools. We got 4 more tools that we're going to talk about here. We're going to roll this off to the side here. Now we're going to hit into talking about lawnmowers. Now, we do have a bunch of different lawnmowers in our lineup, to be honest here, and we do have other Dethatchers in our lineup as well. But one of the ones that we want to talk about here is a brand new brushless cordless lawnmower that we have here that I absolutely love. It is our 24VX2 16LM, and this is sort of the perfect sort of mid-size lawnmower for a lot of people's lawns there. If you're not looking at dealing with a terribly large space, but you want something that can give you quite a bit of coverage here in terms of cutting your lawn up, this is a perfect little lawnmower right here for you, and it's super lightweight, as you can tell right here. This is our 24VX2 16LM. 16 inches wide here with this amazing lawnmower, a powerful 600 watt brushless motor that we have right here in this cordless lawnmower. 16 inches wide of cutting, of course, gives you a lot of cutting capability with this, but also a lot of control with this lawnmower. You're very nimble with this design here. Now, one of the things that I love about this is that this lawnmower here has a 6-position height selector over here on the side. And what's great about that 6-position height selector is that it's really comfortable to use here. It's got a gear that out, and you can adjust this down or up here, as simple and easy as that. And it's got a nice comfortable control here. I can do this one-handed, as you can see right there. And in those 6 positions, you're going to move all the way down to 1 inch at the lowest and 3 inches, sorry, at the top there, to give you all that control for your cutting there. And that way you can really cut your lawn to that perfect length there. I know a lot of us like that 3-inch cut length. Sometimes you want to be a little bit tighter. Sometimes you want to be very tight. You know, putting greens in the chat here. If you're going with putting greens, you want to be pretty close to a very, very tight cut on your lawn there. But when it comes to most of our average lawns there, we definitely want to be closer to the 2.5, 3 inches height there. So that's why we wanted to make sure that this lawnmower has that height for that cutting capability. You can see right on the back here, we've got a nice 11-gallon collection bag. So plenty of collection that you can do for your lawn right here. Easy to detach that bag right there and collect all those clippings in there. Just something that I absolutely love. This is a quick and easy system here for getting all those lawns collected up there. Now, you can leave the back end of the mower shut, and you can use that to help sort of mulch some clippings back in. It's a really great way to get a lot of material, feeding back into the system of your lawn, particularly if you're doing those lighter maintenance cuts. So if you're taking off, roughly the general rule is you want to be taking off about 1/3 of the height of your lawn and no more. So if you're taking off less than that, maybe closer to like a 6 or something like that, this is a really, really amazing design that you have here to easily get that to feed back in there. Putting greens in the chat. Oh, I do have a putting green in my yard. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty amazing. So wait, if you have a putting green in your yard, is it just a putting green, or is it is it one of the holes on the course or anything like that? Do you live on a golf course? I'm really curious about that. Or do you just like to putter around? Do you actually have like an actual hole with a flag in it? I'm actually really excited about this. Do you have any of that? We want to know. We want to know here what your setup is, because that's pretty cool. And glad to say. So I see you're saying that thing's amazing. Everyone needs to grab one. I know that you feel that way about the. I know that you feel that way about the Dethatcher here. Hopefully you feel that way also about this lawnmower, because I really do love this lawnmower design as well. And I say, I installed a bent grass green on my yard. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you do have a little putting green sort of area there, which I absolutely love. That's really cool. Hopefully you're having some fun. It's got 4 holes on it with cups and flags. Nice. You do have a fun little setup there. That's got to be awesome. We'd love to see that one day. And hopefully, taking care of that's not too hard. I'm going to assume that if you have that sort of if you have that sort of grass layout there, is it real grass, or is it just turf there? I'm assuming real grass. Just let me know in the chat there. I love hearing about this. This is so cool. If you have a putting, I want a putting green in my yard now. We all want to. I got all the producers behind here, nodding along. Yes, we all want putting greens together. We're gonna get a 4-hole game going over here for the studio over here. But that's awesome. That must be real fun to be able to play. Let us know too. What's your handicap? What are you playing with there? But as you can see here, this is a wonderful little mower here that I absolutely really love. This is a powerful mower in its design there with that serious brushless motor. Again, you can see that 16-inch wide blade here. And you can also see how lightweight this is. I can carry this easily. It's a one-handed mower right there. Look at that one-handed action right here on this mower. And you can see that 16-inch wide blade there. Now, with that with that grass collection bag off, that shuts the back end off here. It doesn't work, it's one of those things that gives it that little mulching capability here for those blades to sort of help mulch that material back in. And what's great about that in general is that you can get a little extra growth, a little extra nutrition for your yard there. It's also a great thing, a lot of folks out there really likes a lot of folks out there really like the idea of taking the you know, the thatch out of the yard there and then immediately mulching it right back in the yard. It's a great tactic as well. That way you can, instead of collecting it like I do, you can actually just chop it right back up and feed it back in. Particularly if you have a larger yard, that's a really great way to get a little extra feed back into the yard there. Now, to power up this mower, this is pretty cool here. Instead of having to worry about plugging it in or anything like that, we have that 48-volt solution. So as you can see here, nice and nimble, we can spin this around over here. And right on the front of the mower here, we do have that nice capsule. Now, that capsule lifts up here, and we've got for 2 of our 24-volt batteries. So let me reach right back here. We're going to grab one 24-volt battery. We slide into said port right there, just like that. Lock that into place there. You got 2 24-volt batteries here, and this gives us what we call our 48-volt advantage. So it's all the power that we need to run this mower. So that's in there. This is powerful and ready to go right there. We've got our little safety key in here, which gives us that ability to turn this on. And one of the things that I like about a cordless mower like we have here with that brushless motor is that we don't have to worry as much about the noise. You know, no hassles with gas, no struggling with hiring people to do your lawns for you, no push reels or anything like that. But one of the things that we have right here with this design is that capability to keep things nice and quiet while we're doing the mowing there, so we don't have to worry about anything, which I really, really love. So all you have to do here on the top handle, and in fact, you know what we'll do? So we'll bring this down to our lower section right here so everyone can see how that top handle works here. We're going to bring this down one stage right here. And I'm going to show you exactly how this mower turns on. Pretty simple here with this design. All you have to do is hit the safety switch in the center of the handle right here, and now you've got 2 buttons on either side. You got a button right here for this top handle. You've got a button over here. You've got buttons over here. Any one you want to press, that's going to be good to go for you. Hit that safety switch, pull that trigger, and you can hear things power. You'll hear things power up with this mower. Nice and quiet though compared to your gas mower. We're not talking about something that's so loud it's going to drown out the tunes. You can hear that nice electronic brake in there that kicks that mower off. Really gives you that sort of powerful setup here with a very lightweight design here. And I actually really like that overall with this mower. It really makes it very comfortable to use. Again, that nimbleness that you have right here, getting into those tight areas and trimming a lot of stuff up, really makes this mower a really cool design. Now, here's one of the other great things that I love about this mower. On top of the fact that this mower is super lightweight and easy to maneuver here, as you can see, I'm picking it up all the time with one hand only. That's one of the great things about it. But one of the other great things is how easy this mower is to store up. I'm going to take that safety key out right there just in case. We're going to undo the latches on the side right here. Has these nice cam lock latches here. You can undo those latches. We can fold that top handle down like this. You can undo these latches right over here on this side here. And we can actually fold the top handle back there. You can unscrew that a little bit more there. And we'll make sure everything pops out there for that easy capability to fold this into that nice setup. There we go. Now look at that. Nice compact setup you have right here. You can take your collection bag, stuff it on top there, and you've got a tiny compact setup here. You throw it on a shelf. You don't have to worry about it taking up a whole section of your shed or your garage or anything like that. It's a nice compact, easy mower design here. So really great setup and design that we have right here for this awesome mower. We got a great capability that we have here to get things done in the yard and garden. I'm getting a note from my producer here that Putting Greens, you sent us your green for us to take a look here for a live reaction. All right, I'm gonna stash this over here, and all right, we're gonna have something passed off right here. Let's take a look over here. All right, Putting Greens. Oh, I see right here. Oh wow! All right, I see the balls rolling on there. I've got. Let's see what else do you got in here? Oh wow! I see all 4. Oh wow! I see all 4 of the flags there. Really, first off, really nice pattern on the lawn right there, heading out from the greens there. Really nice layout with that. Actually, yeah, that whoever did the mowing of the lawn, if it was you, I'm sure it was you. You got those really beautiful sort of curves in there. You really did that really nicely. A lot of times when it comes to not doing sort of straight back and forth on the lawn, sometimes you get these the weird squiggles and stripes in there. Those are really gorgeous right there. But I see that putting green right there. Absolutely looks gorgeous there. Love the fact that you have that. Love the fact that you have those four sort of holes all around there. That's really nice there. That's a really nice setup. I absolutely love that. That's absolutely gorgeous. And nice to see. All right, so not so. Oh wait, do you have 4? Do you have 5? Do you have 5 pins in there? I see the little flags. I see the cups for sure. Is there 4 or 5? That's so cool. Now, all right, I see a water hazard though. I see behind the putting green, there's a water hazard there. How many? All right, number one question right here: how many golf balls ended up in that water hazard? We want to know. We want to know exactly how many are in that little pond back there. And the other question is: does that shed there really is that a good shed to bounce balls off of and back into a hole there? Because there is that one hole. It's right next to the shed. Can you use it kind of like a mini golf situation where you can bounce that back off? Has anyone tried that? Because that's pretty sweet. That's pretty amazing. I got to say, I know that it takes a lot of, I know it takes a lot of work and a lot of care to really take care of a putting green. Props to you for doing such a great job, keeping that looking gorgeous. I also do see I also do see on your account right here some dethatching going on with the AJ801E. So props to that right there. I know no one can see this from here, but props to you for taking care of the lawn there with that amazing dethatcher. So absolutely love that. It's a plastic shed, so you can bounce them off. That's awesome to hear. Well, one day we're gonna have to ask you if we can see some of your trick shots there, because that's pretty. That's a pretty sweet setup there. And I think everyone here in the studio is thoroughly jealous, right? Yeah, getting the nods from everyone here. Thoroughly jealous of that setup. Love seeing that. Absolutely love seeing that. Of course, we love seeing the Sunjoe Dethatcher there, but most importantly, I love seeing the quality of that area, that quality of that lawn. Looks absolutely gorgeous, man. That's a great setup that you have there. Thanks for sending that over and showing it to us. Or at least letting our producers know to show that to me, because that's pretty awesome there. Because that's cool. That's one of those things that maybe like when I was younger, I didn't think that that you could have like a golf course, like a little golf course setup in your own yard. But proving me wrong right there, proving like 12-year-old me wrong there. So definitely appreciate that. Alrighty. So we are going to continue talking a little bit about our yards in terms of the different things that you can do for your yards. So let's dive into the next tool that we think is sort of one of the top tools that everyone can have out there for their yards. And this is something that I absolutely love. This is a powerful newer addition to our lineup here, and a really great way to get a lot of stuff trimmed up in the yard and garden. It is our ST14, our 12-inch trimmer here. Now, this is a powerful string trimmer that we have right here. The powers up with that 24-volt battery, has a lot of great capabilities behind it. And one of my favorite things about it is the multifunction design that we sort of have in the head right here, which I think is really, really cool. Now, I do want to remind everyone out there, hey, listen, if you're enjoying this, if you're having fun watching us while we're talking here about these great tools, having a great time here, be sure to be liking this. Be sure to send in those likes, tap in those likes. Don't forget to subscribe as well. If you're watching on TikTok, go ahead and follow us at the Snow Joe Co channel. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead to Go With Joe channel, hit that subscribe button, give us that thumbs up if you like this video. But let's take a look right here at the ST14. Now, this is a powerful string trimmer that we have right here with a lot of functionality built into that head. And you can see right here with this design, we have a nice lightweight string trimmer here with a nice comfortable handle up top here, as well as an adjustable and telescoping shaft here. So we can undo that and we can extend this out to give us that full range length that we want for all the reach that we need when we come to our string trimming tasks here. Now, what's great about this as well is the versatility that we also have built into the head. So we've got that nice telescoping extension there. We have the adjustable handle right here, where if we want to adjust that handle, we can undo that center lock right there, and we can actually adjust this up or down, side to side, up or down, whatever is most comfortable for us, depending on what we want there. So I like that in that sort of, in fact, actually, I tend to like that in a slightly lower position, just like that. That's nice and comfortable for me as I'm reaching into spaces here. Of course, when this is longer, but I'm shortening it up for the ease of looking at it here. Now you can see right here, on the inside of the head, we do have our string right here with that nice release here for springing out that single string line here. Now this is a 0.080 inches thick string right here, so relatively thick on the terms of your nylon string that you're going to have in there. And so this is relatively heavy duty when it comes to spinning around. Now here's what's great about this. This is one of those things, we always worry about how much string we let out here. What's great about this, we have an auto cut feed system right here. So as you release string out with our system here, you're going to auto cut to that right length there with this little blade that you see right here. That's going to automatically cut that to that perfect nice, in this case, it's going to be about a 6-inch diameter for that 12-inch total cut, or 6-inch radius for that 12-inch total diameter there. So really nice to have that built into the system here to give us a lot of that trimming capability. Now, I like that we've got the power in the head right here. We have a nice solid powerful motor here from our 24-volt system. What we also have in here is a really great design with this rolling head system. So you can see right here, you can see there's these two rollers on the side of the head. Now, one of the other things that we tend to use our string trimmers for, other than taking out weeds, trimming up grass, doing the doing sort of the other sort of cutting work in the yard there, is of course edging our lawns and things like that. What's really nice about having that system there with the rollers is it's very comfortable to do so, except for when our hands are sideways. It can be a little uncomfortable if our hands are constantly holding this down on the ground like this. Not very comfortable to get that easy line there, particularly if we want that line to be nice and straight. So take a look at this. This is something that I think is really cool here. We can actually adjust the rotation of this head by hitting this button right over here. So we press that button there, and actually spin that head 90 degrees there, so that when we hold this, we can hold it top down. We don't have to adjust the angle of our handle here. And look at that, we can roll that sideways just like that and get that nice perfect edge treatment there, really making it easy for you to get that very clean, deep edge on your lawn. Absolutely love that there. Now we can rotate this back, and of course, when you're string trimming here, when you're getting in those spaces, you don't want that string trimmer to be at that flat angle here. You can see right here, this is not going to give you a lot of control there. It's great for when you're in that 90-degree position for the roller here, but not so great when you're aiming down here like this. So we also have that rotational head. You can see right over here on the head itself, there is this button over here, and that button allows us to press that in, and we can angle our head at different angles here. So all the way up to 45 degrees in about 5-degree increments, starting off at about 15-degree increments right there. So really nice with that to angle this to whatever angle is most comfortable to us. So 45 degrees, for example, we can extend this out. And there we go. This is probably going to be one of the most common setups that you're going to have here for this to really reach this down to the ground and trim everything up there. So really easy to set this up and turn this into a powerful string trimming design right here. Now, one of the other things that we have on the trimmer head here that's really, really nice and very useful for a lot of different tasks here is our wire flower guard. This is really important for when we're doing any of the weed removal in those tight areas where we have other plants that we want to take care of. So it's very simple right here. We've got this piece of metal here that wraps around. All we have to do if we want that in the way here is knocking that forward there. And what you see that does, it adds an extra guard system. So not only do we have the circular guard here on the back, but now it continues out to the front here so that as we're trimming up, we can get close to our flowers and stuff like that, but we don't budge into them and damage them accidentally there. We have that nice setup here to not hit up against walls or anything like that or any other delicate surfaces that we don't want to hit there. So we can easily knock that forward or we can pull that back as needed there. It's as simple as that. Absolutely love that. Makes it quick and easy to get that kind of work done there. Now, quick and easy to shorten this up as well. Shorten that back up there for easy storage. That's something that I really like, particularly because this is nice and lightweight and comfortable. You're not going to wear yourself out using this for a long time here. This has that nice lightweight build here. Of course, though, the nice the metal shaft that we have right here is very solid and very sturdy and very durable. So while you're doing that kind of work, you've still got that sturdiness here, but you've got a much lighter tool here to get that work done with. And of course, to power it up, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reach forward into the mower that we just talked about there. We're going to take that same 24-volt battery that we're powering up our mower with. We're going to take one of those two, going to throw it into the back 24-volt port on our string trimmer here. So take that 24-volt battery, slide that in to that back port, as simple as that. What's nice about this, there's that nice little hole sort of pocket for it there. Lock that in place. You've got your safety switch on either side of the trigger there. You've got your nice big trigger over here, and you can power this up. Now remember, when you're using this, you want to trim up using safety glasses, of course. You want to protect yourself as this spins around here. And we've got some safety glasses right over here while we power this up. And of course, while you're doing the job there, of course, gloves would be great to have for this. Make sure to wear that PPE. But to power this up right here, you hit that. You can hear that power that you have right there as this whips on. So you got a lot of stuff cut up right there. You can see the speed that this ramps up to. We're talking about a high-speed, high-performance tool right here to get a lot of trimming done. And obviously that line just completely disappears there. But that's the kind of power that you have right here with this design, with that incredible speed that this whips up at. So a really great way to get out there into the yard and garden, to get a lot of different trimming done, to trim up things like, those weeds you have in the way, but of course to get into those areas where you can't get to the mower when it comes to your lawn. So it really gives you a great way to tackle that lawn, to get those perfect clean edges right here. It's particularly why I like having that nice roller system there for it. So Definitely a must-have tool when it comes to tackling that lawn and keeping that lawn looking perfect right there. You got to love that nylon string design. You got to love that self-cutting design that it has right here. That way you've got that perfect length every single time. You're not hassling with that nylon string, but you have that heavy-duty beefy string to get a lot of work done here. Really great setup you have here with the ST14. You should check it out. Head over to snowjoe.com. Incredible deal that we got going on right there for all of the tools. That's right. Remember, 30% off of everything there. This included, I believe. So definitely check that out at snowjoe.com. A powerful and lightweight way to get it all trimmed up there. Absolutely love that trimming design that we have right here with this beastly trimmer here. Now, I do want to say, folks, if you're enjoying everything that you're seeing here and you're enjoying hanging out with us, you be sure to hit that like. We appreciate everyone hitting those likes there. We appreciate being able to hang out with you and chat with you via the chat here. So send in those comments, send in those questions. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know what you want to talk about, what you want to see here. Appreciate everyone who hangs out with us here. Now, we're going to continue talking about things there, but don't forget, hit that like, tap that like. If you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to give us that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us at TikTok at Snowjoe Co. And don't forget on YouTube, go ahead and follow and subscribe to our Go With Joe channel there on YouTube. Now, we are going to keep diving into some great tools for the lawn right here. And one of the most important ones is after you get in there with the cutting, the string trimming, the dethatching, all of that, we're going to talk about cleaning up. And this is one of my favorite tools to clean up in the lawn with, which is our awesome blower right here. Now, this is the Turbine Cordless blower that we have right here, 24V TB. This is a lightweight, easy to use blower here that powers up with that cordless 24-volt battery. Now, this blower puts out a lot of power here, 100 miles an hour worth of airspeed pouring out of this beast here to get a lot of stuff cleaned up. A lot of control that you have here with it, a lot of ease, and in a lightweight tool here. This weighs in at less than 4 pounds. So this is easy to get out there into the yard and garden, point this wherever you want, and get a lot of stuff moved up. Now, here's the other thing too. You've got a large output on this. You can see we've got a nice 2-inch opening on the end of that blower. This is going to give us a full 280 CFM. Now, you might be wondering, well, what does that mean? 280 CFM, what does that really mean? Well, what this means here is with that large opening, you're not moving, one thing at 100 miles an hour. You're moving everything that you're pointing this blower in front of. You can see how much air is going to flow out of that turbine jet design here. And you can see that turbine jet fan sort of in there. And what that does, it gives you that extra power and tunnels it through this nice compact design here to get a lot of air flowing out there really quickly, so that when it comes to cleaning up grass clippings that you may have, so for example, if you're not looking to mulch things back in and you have grass clippings that might end up on the walkways, that might end up, in the yard that you want to clean out, in your garden beds or anything like that you don't necessarily want there, you can actually use this blower to clean all of that up. But particularly, when it comes to the walkway areas, when you've trimmed up the string trimmer, when you're close to your front door and all that kind of stuff, you may want to blow a lot of the clippings back into the yard so that they mulch in properly. Well, this is a perfect tool to do that with. And you can see right here, all you have to do to power it up is take that 24-volt battery. Now, this is the one that it comes with. This is our 2-amp-hour battery, so a slightly smaller battery than the 4-amp-hour battery that you saw with the mower or the string trimmer there, but same 24-volt battery system. We're going to be able to plug this into this blower here. This battery will also work in the string trimmer or the mower and vice versa. In fact, if you'll see right here, I'll lean over. I'm going to grab that second battery out of the mower right here and pull that out there. We can take that battery right there, can actually swap these out. That is how universal our battery system is. That's one of the great things about a 24-volt system. Batteries work in all the tools there. So even if you're using that 4-amp-hour battery from one of our bigger tools there, or the 2-amp-hour battery that this comes with here, you are good to go. Now, when it comes to blasting everything away, you've got that nice top switch there. You can turn this on, and you can really get things cleaned up here, blowing things away. You can hear the power that this has as it screams on there with that 100-mile-an-hour kick. You can really feel the power that this has when it comes to cleaning up everything in the yard and garden. So, of course, not only cleaning up after the mow, but also cleaning up in the other way, cleaning out leaves, other debris that you might have in the yard garden. But this is definitely a powerful solution for cleaning up those those mowing signs there. Things like the grass that you see on your walkways, things like all the dirt and debris that ends up in different areas from the string trimming, from the grass cutting, from the mowing in general. This is a great way to do a lot of that cleaning. Also a great way to clean up a lot of clippings that end up in the mower itself. If you want to clean out the inside of a mower right there, tip it up on its side. Our mower is nice and lightweight and easy to get into, and blast away a lot of that debris, a lot of those, that cut grass sort of that cut grass emulsion that ends up in there. Really love the design that you have here with this blower. It's super powerful. It's a great value as well. And right now, again, with the battery and charger right now, really great deal. The really great deal that we have here for this blower on our site, 30% off for everything on snowjoe.com. Now, John Matt in chat here, what CFM is this 24-volt blower? We're talking 280 CFM for a blower here that weighs in at less than 4 pounds, puts out 100 miles an hour. Pretty amazing for a blower that is this lightweight and this easy to use, and of course comes with that 24-volt battery. So really great design here. 280 CFM pouring out of this thing. You can check it out over at snowjoe.com. It's a really great deal for this blower. It's a really great design for it, and of course you want to check things out for that amazing 30% off mega sale that we got going on right now. So definitely check it out at snowjoe.com. Alrighty, now the last item in our sort of pick here. This is John Matt with a great question here. Is this the highest performance blower? And the honest answer to that is no. We actually have blowers that put out more air, more CFM, depending on what you need there. So we have something called our 24VX2 JB500 that takes two of our 24-volt batteries and gives you an incredible kick in power, all the way up to over 150 miles an hour worth of airspeed pouring out of that blower. So that's going to give you more speed. It's also going to give you a little more CFM there, a little closer to, I think, about 380 CFM for that blower, if I remember correctly. Now, the reason that we're talking about this being one of the best blowers for cleaning up in the yard is that lightweight, easy capability behind it. It's light, it's easy to carry. This is going to be something that you really want for the yard and garden in general to get a lot of cleaning done there. But for example, we have another one in the lineup here, which is our 24V JB. This is sort of the brother blower that we have right here. As you can see, this is our 24-volt jet blower. So very similar. These two are very close in design right here. The JB right here puts out a little more airflow with the same CFM rating, but it's obviously going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier right there. Oh, you can take a look. We got our blower page up here. This is, as you can see right here, a lot of different options right here. So that first one that you see in the top left corner right there, that's that jet blower that I just pulled down right here. So this puts out an incredible amount of airflow right here. And you can kind of see that here. I'm going to have to walk up to the screen just to double check what that incredible airflow is. 350 CFM from the jet blower right there. That's going to use a single 24-volt battery to power it up. And you can see our turbine blower as well. There we go. There we go. Our 24V JB. Now it's 119 right now, but remember, we're going to get that great 30% off from our super deal from the super deals going on right now. Let's hop back over there. Let's take a quick look at the turbine blower as well. So you can see there's that jet blower. And if we head back, there we go. You can see that turbine blower that we are just talking about. One more over to the right here. There we go. $99, and that's with the battery and charger. So both of these are great values. Both of these are nice lightweight blowers. Again, we've also got our 24VX2 JB500. That blower is also a powerful beast as well. I see John Matt in the chat here saying, looking for a summer tool to keep batteries in use all year. Well, awesome. Blowers are definitely one of the easiest ones to use. One of the things I love about blowers in general, I use them to clean almost everything I can. Great way to get a lot of cleaning done there. And also, you've got the Snowjoe electric shovel. That's awesome to hear. Which model do you have? The 10-inch, the 12-inch, or the 10-inch, 11-inch, or the 12-inch, or the 13-inch, actually? Yeah. So which one? Let us know. Let us know which model you have in the lineup there. Would love to hear from you there about that. Awesome to hear that you have the electric shovel. Hope you've been having some fun with that. John Matt in the chat there. Where are you from as well? Where are you taking out that snow? Alrighty, so we're gonna pop these over here. Really cool blower in the design and value right there that you have. Great blower over here as well with that 350 CFM output from our JB there. I like the fact that we've had a little selection of options here for everyone. We want to make sure that everyone has exactly the tool that they need, and that's why we have these great options there. Oh, you're hanging out in Boston there, John, man. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, definitely. Well, listen, glad that you have that snow shovel in Boston. That's going to be a super help. I used to live in Boston myself, so I know exactly what you're talking about there. When it comes to getting rid of that snow, that's definitely something that needs to happen, and that's a great tool for it. Definitely think the blower is also going to help you for whatever your needs are, particularly when it comes to getting a lot of stuff cleaned up. What's also great for those blowers, particularly with that high CFM output, is cleaning off your cars. Actually, if you have a wet car that you're worried about those sort of streak marks from the water, those water marks sort of being left on the car, really great way to dry it off. That's a really common thing that a lot of pro car detailers will do. Definitely use that as well. Blower worked on powder as well. You're absolutely right. The blowers will work on that fluffy white powder. Great to knock off a layer of snow off the car there. I've done that a couple of times as well. Really appreciate you letting us know that. This is a really great thing thing that you're able to do there when it comes to the snow is grab the blower. I use it for every now and then to get the snow off the windshield, at least just enough to get that nice sort of first layer that cakes on there. So you're absolutely right about that, John Matt. Yeah, getting all that fresh sort of powdery snow off there. Perfect use for a high power blower like the ones we were just talking about there. Alrighty, now we're going to talk about the last number one thing that you got to have for your lawn right here. So let's just think about it. Like, what have we done? We've torn the lawn up from underneath. We've chopped the tops off of all the bits of grass there. We've trimmed all the edges of things there and dug into the sides of the lawn there. And then, of course, we've gone over and we put a lot of wind onto it to blow everything away. What is the last thing that we got to do there? Well, we got to feed that lawn back just a little bit here. We got to give it a little more for the growth there. And that's why the number 5 item here in our lineup is going to be our awesome sprinkler here. Now, this is the OMS 16. So this is an amazing sprinkler that we have here in the lineup. This is a perfect sprinkler for anybody's lawn. And the reason is that this sprinkler here is designed to not only give you the kind of coverage that it can cover, which is 3,600 square feet of overall coverage with 16 different nozzles, which is a lot of coverage that you have out of the sprinkler. That's a ton of area to cover with this amazing oscillating sprinkler. But what's really important about this design right here is the choose your own coverage technology and the indestructible metal base that we have right here. This is a sprinkler that helps us put that water down in a way that covers everywhere where we want to hit. We're only putting the water down exactly where we want, and that's using the choose your own coverage technology that we have right here. So you can see over here, we have 16 nozzles in a row right here that give us that outpouring spray there. And with that, these nozzles move back and forth like this in that inline sort of configuration here for our oscillation design here. Now, here's what's great about this. With these two flaps right here, we can actually adjust that oscillation by pushing one flap one direction and another flap another direction. And that limits the outer 2 points of oscillation that we have here. So that sprinkler is not going to oscillate past either of those flap heads there. And what's great with this is that this means that we can exactly put down that water where we want it. So this means that, for example, if you have a lawn where you have some plants growing on the side or anything like that, you're not going to overwater any plants that you've hit already when it comes to spraying down your yard. And that way you don't have to give up on watering a part of your yard there, part of your lawn there, just because you have some plants over to the side that you don't want to hit with too much water. And same thing too, you don't waste water, spraying up things like your neighbor's driveway, the side of your own house there. You can really place that sprinkler in the optimum area there. And then of course, choose exactly how you want to put that water down. You want to put it down on one side where they get a lot of sun. You need extra water in that part of the lawn there. You want to put it down in one area that covers up everything. You can control this and fully open this up and get that 3,600 square feet of overall coverage out of this. Now with this, of course, we have a really nice design here with these nozzles here. These are what we call clog resistant nozzles. Now, clog resistant nozzles means they're not going to clog up very often, but of course those clogs can still occur. Here's what's really great about this. On the back of this sprinkler right here, you can see this little sort of nut right here. This is actually a little tool here. We can actually twist that. We can pull that out and see there's that nice little clean out tool. This is actually for cleaning out these nozzles here. So when they do clog up, which will not be very often here with that clog resistant design there, it means that we can grab this and we can clean things out, and then we don't have to lose this. This is kind of one of those things. You find another sprinkler packets, and guess what? They're just kind of loose. They're floating around. You put it back in your pocket, and you go back to the shed. You try and put it in a drawer, and you never find the thing again. Well, take a look right here. All I got to do is slide that right back into the end here. It locks into place there, so it's not going anywhere. It's always on the sprinkler. You put it right back there. You're always good to go, and I absolutely love that. That means this sprinkler is always going to have this ready to go whenever you need it, which is not going to be very often, so it's great that it's built in. Now, a couple of other great things about the sprinkler here. Of course, that metal oscillating base right here, that solid indestructible metal base is a durable way to get that water flowing. This sprinkler can be dropped, it can be thrown, it can be damaged. This sprinkler is not going to have any trouble dealing with things rolling over it, getting dropped in. If you step on it, it's going to be completely fine. In fact, you can use this sprinkler as a hammer if you want. Yep, there we go. I don't recommend using it as a hammer, but it's a pretty durable sprinkler here when it comes to everything that I've done to it. I've been smacking against this table for this demonstration for ages now, and I got to tell you, the table I think will wear in before the sprinkler does. You're talking about a serious, sturdy metal base right here that can really take a beating and can really live a life outside and not have to worry about getting damaged. You run over with your lawnmower, you're going to be fine. Take a look right over here as well. Here's one of the great things about this design. Not only do we have that solid metal base right here, we also have that nice design right here with our aluminum fitting right here. So nice big finger grip here to tie this into your hose. And I really like that because this is where the water goes, is that nice sort of business end of the sprinkler here. You really want something that you can really get your fingers on and really properly tighten up there. Now, John Matt with a great question here. Is that covered under warranty? This is a great point right here that I can bring up for everything that we talked about here. Everything in the Joe family of products here, everything under the Aqua Joe, Sun Joe, Snow Joe brands here is backed up by a 2 years, no questions asked warranty. So 2 years, that's not 90 days, not 30 days or anything like that. It's not like a 60-day, like a 2 month or a 3 month or anything like that. Nope. This is a full 2 years worth of no questions asked warranty. You are going to get the experience that you should be having with every single one of our tools, no matter what. That is no questions asked, repaired or replaced. You are going to get that experience. You're going to make sure that we're going to make sure that you are going to get that best experience that you're having with every single one of the tools. So you can contact your customer service team. They're over in they're over in East Rutherford, New Jersey, right here, just a hop and a skip away. Just trying to remember exactly where that the offices were there. So they're we're local. We're happy to talk to you, folks. We're happy to talk to you about all the tools and the warranty needs that we got going on here, because we understand, things happen, and we want to make sure that you get that experience that you should be having with every single one of the tools. So 2 years, we back everything up. We call that our Joe's customer promise, so that you out there can get that experience, and you can definitely get a lot done with these tools. So that's no questions asked. You don't have to say anything there. It doesn't matter. No questions asked. You're gonna get that experience for 2 full years. You're always backed up by that warranty there. All you have to do is register the product when you get it in there. It does come with a little registration card, so you can get that warranty back up there. Really love that design that we have with this amazing sprinkler. Love the fact that we want to make sure that we stand by the products for everyone out there, so you can get that lasting capability right here. So absolutely love that. Putting Greens in the chat here. I need a Sun Joe reel mower. That's that's a cool one right there. We do have some great reel mowers with the helical heads right there. Love those sort of nice spiral, the spiral heads right there for cutting. Love those. Those are really great. Those are really nice and easy to get a lot of trimming done with. So yeah, we'll definitely look to talking about one of those in a little bit. Putting greens, yeah, if you want, we'll see if we can get that in one of the shows that we've got upcoming. So you use them for the fringe areas. All right, fair enough. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense right there. As you're getting into those areas, I definitely like. One thing that I like, I just enjoy the really quiet mowing that you can do with one of those. And of course, I actually kind of enjoy the workout there of doing using those push reel mowers. The one thing that I like about ours is that they do have quite a bit of weight to the blade in them, so they sort of have that momentum that sort of pulls them along there, which is really nice in general. So it does a lot of cutting. We've got a couple of different ones in there. You got a couple of different ones in there, so we will talk about those different mowers in a later show. It'd be great to do, I think, like a mower breakdown for everyone out there, the different kinds of mowers that we have there, and the different kind of things that you can do with those mowers. If you like that idea right there, definitely give us that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Tap in those likes if you're watching on TikTok. We do appreciate that. John Matt is absolutely right in the chat here as well, saying electric is quiet as well. You're absolutely right. The electric mower that we have right here, the cordless mowers that we have, absolutely dead quiet in comparison to something like a gas mower. So I'm definitely a big fan of that. Let's see. Putting greens mowing is a ridiculous event. Go for the fringe with a manual reel. Greens mower for the green. And the rotary for the yard. Oh, that totally all right. That makes sense. You know what? I'm curious. It's really interesting seeing your process, but particularly because you are taking care of a putting green there. I gotta say, it's a lot of maintenance, a lot of interest to me. Definitely have to look into your process more. This is a really that's a really interesting thing to hear. That's cool to hear when it comes to taking care of lawn. So really appreciate you sharing that with us. John Matt in the chat here saying, my lawnmower doesn't wake up anyone in my house. That is exactly what we want to hear, or not hear technically, when it comes to using that mower. So definitely love hearing that from you. All right. So we've talked about a lot of fun things here. We talked about all the different mowing tools are grass-based tools that I think folks out there should take a look at snowjoe.com. Great to have some great chats here with Putting Greens. John Matt, always do appreciate hanging out with folks here in the chat. You're absolutely right as well about the blower. Again, getting away from the gas tools. Those gas tools, they produce a ton of noise, and there's a reason that people don't like them around, and that's why we've got some great battery tools here to power up with and get that same kind of work done and not having to sacrifice that kind of power there. So I'm a big fan of that in general. So been a lot of fun hanging out with you folks. I hope everyone enjoyed this video talking about sort of the top 5 mower tools of the top 5 sort of grass tools for your lawn there. Be sure to like this video if you're watching on YouTube. Give us that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel on YouTube, the Go with Joe channel here on YouTube, as well as on TikTok. Follow us at Snow Joe Co. And don't forget to tap in those likes. We appreciate those likes from absolutely everyone out there. I also want to say, if you ever want to see us talk about those tools, we've got some purchasable links in the build there. We are on Amazon Live as well. If you want to take a look at that show, that's the Joe Show Live on Amazon Live. You can head over to Amazon Live and take a look. You'll see this smiling face here in the upcoming shows there. We do that every single morning there at 11 a.m. Eastern. But of course, you can also check out snowjoe.com for all the tools that we're talking about here. If you ever have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to let us know in the chat on snowjoe.com, and one of our customer service reps will be very, very happy to hang out with you and help you through any of the questions that you need, as we will here on the stream. So appreciate hanging out with you folks. Appreciate you chatting with you folks. John Matt in the chat there. It's 5 o'clock for you. Work day is over. It's 5 o'clock for us over here. And pretty much the stream is pretty much ready to be over. So thanks so much to everyone hanging out with us. Go over to snowjoe.com and definitely check out that 30% mega deal that we got going on over there. A lot of fun things going on over there. Have a good one to you as well, Putting Greens. And folks, we will see you all in the next stream.